So, uh, it's been one of those mornings, folks. This is Uncle Alan Chats about. Uh, we're taking a little break, but people are asking me a bunch of stupid questions and are showing me their videos for what they took for YouTube. First one is the unidentified flying object over San Francisco 11 days ago. It's not a flying saucer or a weather balloon or U.S. experimental spacecraft or whatever. I know all the UFOs around here, 178 different varieties. It's not that. It's not a phenomenon from the holes. Okay, well, it is, but it isn't. It is not a probe, ball lightning, nothing like that. Basically, Ungon's just a little crazy old man. I wear a lab coat once in a while because it was cold this morning. Okay, the UFO that everybody had on their cell phone and Navy radar picked it, and everybody's going, ooh, ah, ee. Okay, it's not a UFO. All right, it's not a cloud, it's a sky whale. Clouds do not have bioluminescent bits in it because people were showing me videos who say, look at these glowing dots, Uncle Al. And I keep telling them it's a sky whale. Now, this one is a grazer. It just floats around and eats pollinator. It's half starved. Usually they're a little darker than that. Other grazers, you don't want them in our world. Okay? They will come and feed. Look at Roanoke. That's a good thing. A lot of Indians left too. Okay? Sky whale comes in two forms. Grazers, which eats bacteria, pollinators, bugs in the air and stuff. Normally harmless unless you shoot at it or fly into it. The other one is a feeder. Now, we do not want feeders in this area. Please do not aggravate any, cryptid life forms. And this one's pretty big. It's size about 2 city blocks. All right? You do want to aggravate it. If it's the wrong kind, if it's a grazer, usually it'll get wounded and probably crush a few buildings and half the city. Worst effect if it's a feeder. Okay, I don't want to see 100,000 people get sucked dry, or be missing. Or like, what the hell was that on the ground? Looks like a puddle. Oh, that's your neighbor, Ringy Bob and his wife and the dog and the little kid. Okay, that's answer for that question. Second one is everybody's coming down with sore throats and croup and their work feeling thing. And everybody was telling me, it's the second wave of COVID. Yes and no. Okay? This one is a mutated form. It's a rotavirus. It's not related to the other one. I tell everybody, gargle with hydrogen peroxide, spit and rinse, gargle, spit and rinse, and flush with clean water. Okay? If it's foaming, you're infected or you have bad gums. All right? If it's foaming, if it's like white foam, then you got it. If it's foamy and drippy and you have blood in it, go see a dentist. Next thing, you want a harsh mouthwash with alcohol. Again, gargle, spit, and if it's too strong for you, you cut it with a little water. And spit, gargle, repeat, and flush out with clean water. Both of these things, okay, it's a preventative. You always flush out afterwards. This prevents the buildup in here. I'm not going to go into the medical field because Uncle Alan's not a scientist. Uncle Alan's not a medical researcher. I dabble, but I'm not a professional. So gargle and spit, because I keep telling this to people and they're looking around. I'm getting sick. Did you sanitize your hands and wear a mask in large crowds and stay away from blue or red cities? No. I went to a packed restaurant and then a concert, and I went on vacation in a cramped airliner. Some days it gives me Uncle Alan's a headache. Okay, the third thing for today, or subject, let's see. UFOs, mouthwash. Okay, people are asking me what's going on with the gay, lesbian, binary, trans, queer. I don't know what the other two letters means. They're going to have a civil war. Let me find my red pen. I don't have my red pen. Always when I need it, it's not available. One second. Yeah, it's like old Uncle Al's going to die soon, and it's all your fault. Okay, got my red pen. Another civil war. It's between the lesbian, gay, binary versus trans, queer, non-binary, I don't know what the hell they're doing, groups. Now, it's a civil war in this group, okay? And they're starting to stay away because these guys want a normal life, family life. Trans is, I don't know yet. And the other groups in that area, queer and non-binary and stuff, are fighting along themselves. Now, some trans are with the lesbian, gay, and binary. They want a normal life, a lifestyle. The only problem is the left is pushing for grooming of little kids so they could go and get more recruits. This is a problem. Okay? Used as a political pawn, pervert, or sexual misconduct or crime. And the left is pushing that. Grooming is a crime. All right? It's recruitment for a political purpose. This is plain and simple truth. Now, a lot of people will get emotional and cry, and I have to tell them, you need therapy. Okay? You need to see a specialist. You're not thinking rationally. You're not thinking logically. Now, the lesbians and gays and binaries are worried that the left and their other members of the other groups are going way too far in grooming because they want to raise their kids as happy, normal kids, not perverted sexual pawns, political pawns. They are at a point where they're going to start rebelling against the other groups in the third group of this confederation. Okay? That's really sad and it's really bad. Like I said, lifestyle okay. Anything else, no. Okay? When you start recruiting kids, that's really bad, folks. All right? That's part of a weird sex cult or just a plain old political cult. All right? Like the Democrats, like leftists, like socialists. Okay? So that was those three questions. Please check out Allie Carroll's channel. If you have a scope 22 and 500 rounds of 22, donate to Allie Carroll. She lives in Georgia. Check out David Lynn, Prepper Principal. 116 or 118. I have to update this one. 3 shorts, 130 videos. It's going off and on. We're praying for his wife to recover after that surgery. I also forgot about Allie Carroll. She has 3 shorts too. Okay, so we're all praying for David Lynn's wife. David has a boatload to take care of. a lot of work in it, and he's raising a garden. He's getting prepared for July the 11th. Sorry, David, you got possibility of either heat wave, tornado, drought, hail, snow, lightning. What else is Texas going to get? A whole bunch of stuff. That's why everybody's moving to Tennessee. Tennessee is not that bad unless you live on the western part of Tennessee or the eastern part of Tennessee. If you're in the central part of Tennessee and you're surrounded by foothills, you're fine. I do tell a lot of people in Tennessee, you have to be careful because there's a lot of weird things going around. People destroying gardens, people setting fires, people standing in the middle of the road shooting at you. You know, you always carry some kind of defensive weapon. Now, when Uncle gets out of his truck with his nephews, they see we have guns in our hands, and they're big guns, and we're not screwing around. All right? Because we lost 2 cows because I swear to God, if I ever catch another PETA person on our property, it's going to be fed to the hogs. All right? PETA is not for animals. They want to kill animals. All right? And what they did to our cows, I'm not being very nice. All right? I love animals. I don't like PETA or any other organizations. And so if you hear a panel, what they're doing right now in California, they're going to try the rest of the United States. California is a failed socialist nation. California is a failed communist state. All right? Don't care what Hubble's who is delusional and always misquoting into his favor. All right? Oh, you get free health care and free dental. How long? I heard a kid, he had to come to the United States to get a tooth pulled because he was waiting for 4 weeks. And he was serious. If you've seen the abscess on the face of this little kid, I don't know, but something's really stinking in Canada. All right, folks, I'll catch you later. You have a nice day, and I'll be seeing you. Bye now. Long live the Republic. Be a nice person, and God bless.